Islam, Dwayne. Bey Islam. It's Ron Arrington-Bey, your wife. It's August the 1st, 2020. I just left Burger King. It's Saturday. It's approximately about 4:20, and I'm feeling a sharp pain in my left foot again. The same left foot I felt when Khalid Muhammad was speaking about Annapolis having a high rate of herpes, having a high rate of venereal diseases, and Annapolis herpes. So that's a venereal disease, and he was talking about it like it was normal to have venereal diseases, and I wasn't in the conversation, but as he said herpes, I felt a sharp pain in my left foot. Now, if a person has a venereal disease, that doesn't make them less of a human or a lesser being. But when that person has a venereal disease and they actually try to breed and have sex, spreading the disease like they spread syphilis in Alabama, that's the issue. And so now if I knew or thought someone had a venereal disease, I wouldn't want to have sex with them. I remember when I was in Georgia, I was tested. I was tested for HIV, I was tested for herpes, I was tested for all types of venereal diseases several times, and it came up negative. Now the thing is, when you know you are among unclean spirits that can activate cells, and your blood is acidic, then those cells can be activated. So now either the doctors and nurses were wrong for testing me, for saying I don't have none of these things, or they lied, or I just didn't have it. So what I wanted to say is, it's interesting. Now for me, now if a person, I knew a male had herpes, gonorrhea, I wouldn't want to have sex with that male, or if I was a homosexual female, I would be like, okay, well, you know what, we could be friends. That's me, because I have a right to say that. Now some might say, well, you can use a condom, but me, I would just say, I wouldn't want to have sex with you, but we can be friends, so forth. Now would I continuously try to date someone that maybe have a venereal disease? Okay, will I stalk someone unless I had a venereal disease or HIV or AIDS or something else worse? Now, so usually that's the case, and to think that unclean spirits would not deliberately spread a venereal disease, people are really crazy, because they will spread it purposely. That's how diseases get spread, and then they wouldn't know. It's like they act like they didn't know or whatever. This is how syphilis was spread. I'm not saying those that spread syphilis purpose. It wasn't documented that it was done purposely, but the spirits that exist today that are able to cause sharp pains, invade your mind mentally, cause you to scratch, because they can control different insects. They can also engage mentally, or through one of your sheets of your body. They exist then. Okay, all the sicknesses and illnesses that people experience that they didn't know that we were among these demonic spirits exist then in Alabama. So that's the issue. So when I hear unclean spirits keep saying brother, and knowing that like around the room, Spanish speaking accents, I'm knowing the state of mind of the population is obviously mentally unstable, because if you got to sit around someone's room and speak about brother, or try to molest their genitals. They molest genitals. They were doing this back then as well in Alabama and other places. Or if you have to rape someone in their dream, then that lets you know you are among something that's unnatural, sick, and demonic in spirit. And that's my thoughts, Dwayne. Now, I was reading information about the vaccination. They're trying to see about vaccinating people with the COVID virus. So they have developed a vaccine for the COVID-19. That's interesting. That's all I can really say. I was reading about it. I was like, okay. So that's I wonder if they going to give people a choice to say, no, I don't want to be vaccinated for this COVID-19. That's my thought. It's just like having a choice to say, I don't want the flu virus. Having a choice to say, well, those people in Alabama, supposedly they didn't know they had syphilis, supposedly, okay? And so when they were spreading syphilis in the community, it was a predominantly African-American community, it was documented that they didn't know, okay? But we are among unclean spirits that exist. I'm not accusing. That will spread AIDS, that will spread viruses, diseases, send sharp pains, cause illnesses, to help the recycling healthy individuals back and forth to the hospital field or medical systems that are not made for healing. You got two types of medical systems. Some medical systems are for healing and some are not. So I just hope that they actually give people a choice, that government, to say, no, I don't want the COVID-19 vaccination or vaccine. That's it. That's my thought about that. It's just like saying, I don't want to have sex with someone, okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're different or not different. Don't stalk my room. Don't try to manipulate my dreams and rape me in the middle of the night, okay? Spiritually, that is the exact same thing. So don't try to slavery your species if you are of a different kind, because we are among spirits that can control technology. This tablet has radiation. We're supposed to keep it a distance from us in the middle of the night. The computers, the phones. So those that can control this technology also have radiation. So in the spirits of freedom, it's like, don't do these things. I have rights. I didn't ask you to be around me. If you have herpes, if you have a venereal disease, if you are consumed with radiation, I don't want to be a part of it. That is the exact same thing in reference to the COVID vaccination or vaccine. People should be able to say, no, I don't want to be vaccinated. Just like people should be able to say, no, I don't want a flu virus or vaccination. I don't want the shot. So when you're not in the spirit of freedom and you haven't taken an oath or affirmed the whole constitutional laws, you haven't been truly naturalized, and you don't understand, you don't respect that spirit of freedom, then you will abuse, you will oppress, and do whatever you can to keep that low frequency of bondage flowing, which not only harm the population, okay? Not only harms the population, we in the COVID-19 pandemic, many people are suffering. They are suffering. People have died. And so not only does it harm the population, but it also harms the spirit of Mother Earth and the universe. So getting back, so why would someone be outside of my room at American Extended Stay, Arrington-Bey, saying brother with a black Negro male and female accent, like they deranged, saying I love you, and then and actually slamming doors across the hall somewhere, I don't know, as they saying it. And then sometimes I feel sharp pains. I have to sleep like, tell Imani sleep like, oh, they start saying your son. And then Imani have to wake up in the middle of the night because what they're trying to do is invade my dream or trying to communicate. And if that is not going to happen, then they're going to attack my son in their sleep. Now these seems to be like tactics that only a military, United States Navy, Army, or some form of the military be able to do. Or maybe a corrupt order of the police. So, and they would have to be corrupt. That means they have not taken an oath or form or or to affirm constitutional laws of this land, the 13th Amendment of 20 sections, and all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. So once again, I'm just giving to you testimony of what I experienced spiritually and mentally, Dwayne Baffelby, which you know. And this is once again in connection to whether a citizen, a true American citizen, or maybe you're not a true American citizen, but you're trying to be naturalized. You're in the process of being naturalized under spirits of freedom. Should they have a choice to say, no, I don't want to be vaccinated with the COVID-19 virus. I don't want the vaccine. It's August the 1st, 2020.